Got it. We're gonna pop it more, bro. That's a part of the thing. What's good? What's good, man? Welcome back to the Second Chance Success Podcast. I got a special guest with me today, man. And this is somebody I knew since like childhood, bro. That's been dope. That's been doing this thing, and this is like really long overdue. So, man, without further ado, I'm gonna introduce my guy Yohiness. Give us something about what you're doing right now before we get it popping, man. Let's give him an introduction.
I'm transitioning from doing just a bunch of hip hop stuff to kind of tying into the house music, making my people feel comfortable being in those spaces. It's like I'm on a transition out of the club scene, man. I've been doing a lot of things at STK. I like to call those more of like the elevated dining experiences. So taking elements of the club and kind of putting it into these steakhouses, these dining spaces, because everybody who likes to go spend money there doesn't want to be at the club,
right?
But they still like that club atmosphere,
right?
They still like that feeling. So being trusted with these brands to be able to kind of implement that in a safe, tasteful, organic manner.
So you're behind the STK. Turn up. hey, no, hold on. You know what's so crazy, bro, is because like I like 4 or 5 people done tapped in with me, like, bro, you gotta go to STK on Thursday night. You gotta go to STK on today. You gotta go. And I'm like, bro, ain't that just a steakhouse? Like, what I mean, like, what I was gonna go eat? Yep. I'm like, bro, it's popping, bro. It's super cool. I swear to God, I've been hearing it from everybody. Yep. And I've been waiting on putting a date on it. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going.
Let me take care of your team. Bring like 4 of the people that's helping you with like the back end work, and I'll make it sweet.
Got you, bro.
I'll make it
sweet.
Got you. Yeah, the Thursday thing, I don't want to take 100% credit behind that. It's Bellevue Elite Bianca. That's the leader of that activation. She has a collective. I was already DJing at STK. And so I happened to play a brunch party, Grant's brunch party on a Sunday. They just loved the style and the way that I was playing. 'Cause these guys haven't seen me in a club. You know, when I play at STK, usually on like a Friday or Saturday, it's more of to complement their traditional brand. You know, it's going to be like more melodic, just music that you can kind of eat and have a conversation to. Yeah. Nigga, I DJ'd this Sunday party. I had that thing going. I thought I was at Ohm nightclub the way I was playing. Okay. Fast forward. Hey, we want to launch a new Thursday concept. We'll build it around you. So that's kind of the relationship that we have with the Thursday thing. I DJ every Thursday at STK for the Turn Up Thursday. And it's been successful. We've been doing it for the past like 3 months consistently. Yeah. I've invited out some cool people to come get involved with it. Shout out to Papa Black from 1K. He had brought Kamaya through. Okay. When she was out here on our tour, she performed the song. Josh Levi. Kamaya performed that song. I played it as soon as I seen her walk through the door. Boop. Oakland's in the building. Get up.
That's my shit.
Grabs the mic, no charge. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like she didn't charge me. She was already in that space. You know, you were having a good time. Like that's where I'm trying to kind of bridge the gap. Right. You know what I mean? Because once you start implementing this club stuff, that's when the bag comes in. You know what I mean? Like you have to. You know what I mean? That's now it's an appearance versus. I don't even want to give out all the game on this part right now because they're gonna be getting me. But ideally, if they're out here on tour, I can invite their manager out to STK, come eat. Hey, if I happen to play your song, here's a mic.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's an angle. That's an angle, bro.
You know, versus I want 8,000 for the regular appearance because that's what they usually get. But you know, you got to attack it in different ways.
Wow. Okay, hold on. That's fire. That's fire. To speak. So we had the honor of like being able to sit and chop it up before, just kind of catch up. Yep. You know what I mean? Knowing that we knew each other as like teenagers and stuff and everything. And one thing that really stood out about you, and I want to say like stood out because you've always had a great mind.
Thank you.
Like you've always been the one that can kick it with all the homies and pop it. And still go and transition and pop it somewhere else. And it's all the same you.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
But one of the things that's so brilliant about your mind is you talk about different angles and different points when it comes to like the music business.
Yep.
Which you're into.
Yep.
We talked about the young people and stuff like that, right? Give us a little bit, because I understand you were doing a program on music about music. But it wasn't just as a rapper. We're gonna get to that term too. It wasn't just as rapping though. Tell us a little bit about that.
my homegrown Najee works at the Boys and Girls Club in Federal Way. She invited me down to come speak to the kids because they had just graduated a program. She launched a 12-week program. It was like, I think it started off with like 10 students, dwelled down to about 7. Long story short, she invited me to come speak because they finished the course. Okay. Went and did that. I did like a workshop, and I went into it just wanting to be able to have those kids leave with something tangible and open their mind up to the industry being more than just being the superstar, the forefront. And so I honestly just put myself in their shoes and sat down with them, telling them things that I would have wanted to hear, like the importance of a press kit, the importance of press shots. I made them all sit down and open their laptops and create a new business email. Whatever their artist name was, .business. And after I did that, I sent these guys, we talked on like how to be professional, how to get your music heard in an organic way, how to reach out to people. So I was able to send these kids templates. All they had to do was kind of like just fill their name in. There was like a little segment on there that talked about what the song did emotionally. And so all they have to do is kind of put that in and then attach their song. What that's going to do is going to stop them from spamming everybody on Instagram. You're going to move with more intention. I was able to kind of break down the industry and why they need to know more. Instead of like sending your music to other musicians, why aren't you sending it to the booking agent of a space? Because that's the person who's going to be able to get you the money. That's the person that's going to be able to put you on the stage versus, hey, I know this guy's been on the stage. Let me send it to him. I don't know what your relationship is, but that's not his job. His job is to rock the stage, not book the stage. So you need to understand who to be reaching out to with your stuff. And that's what I was able to kind of go in and give a 2-hour little workshop on.
Okay. That's huge right there, bro.
Thank you.
Like, no, for real, because like you're giving actionable plans, you're giving steps, you're seeing like, no, wait, this is actually how you do it. Because I remember back when I was doing music, I sent it to people. Then I had people sending it to me. And I'm like, I didn't even think about the fact that, wait a minute, the person that should be doing is the one that could book somebody
that
to
could put me here.
To put me here.
You know what I mean? The playlist curators. Like, you need to, these kids need to educate themselves. We were talking about reading before we started, and I think that's super important, man. Like I was asking these kids, like, when's the last time you like read a book of your interest? They're like, I hate reading. I did too.
Yeah.
You got to just figure out what you want to feed your mind with. I'm not telling you to go get a Harry Potter book. I'm not telling you to go read Malcolm X's scriptures. Right. You need to figure out what is all in this industry, how many different outlets this is. And so you need to be feeding your mind with things of that nature. If you're not doing that, then you're going to be stuck. You're going to get tired. You're going to get burnt out because you don't have a plan. Your plan is to be famous, and that doesn't happen in 6 months, a year. You're ready to be done. We have to educate these people on how long these journeys are, which different ways you can go. And so, I thought that was super important for them to leave with something tangible. And it was a great time, man. The kids reached out to me the next day. I sent them like 4 different links to books that I've personally read. I hope they download some. I hope they take the information. And we were talking again, like, I didn't want them to take notes. You're not going to take the notes. I know you're not going to take the notes. So that's why I was able to, have them create that email and give them something that they can hold on to. They'll have no matter what. Like, they might just think one day chilling hella high or whatever they do. I need to send this email off. Let me go to my business email. You have that document right there for you. I could sleep better at night. I know I gave you something.
Yeah, some real gems, some
for sure.
Actionable knowledge. Some practical steps. It's funny because you say email. I remember the only time before when I used to create emails, like to get a YouTube channel or something, just to do it. Bro, I kid you not, bro. Like, after making the transition from the lifestyle I was when I got out of prison, it was like, okay, I got to create emails. I got to use a calendar email. I was scared to use Zoom, bro. So I was like, it was just all this. It was like a learning curve. So like to learn this stuff as a young person, like, that's fire.
For sure.
And you know what else? Just thinking about this conversation, everything's going. I remember we were talking about, because I said my guy L Rock. I'm like, bro, he's a rapper. He's a rapper too. And I stopped saying, not rapper. He's an artist. And then you were like, bro, we need to embrace rap, like rappers, like that's our form of art.
Yep.
And I was like, well, I don't want to disrespect nobody by saying. So go a little bit into that, bro. Like, what you mean?
I I think it's super important for us that do rap and create in that element to embrace our art form. And I've done it. You know, it's human nature because the world's beat us up so much and told us how the stigma on rap, how bad it is, and how it's not a good look, how we're struggling rappers. Like you don't want to tell people that. You don't want to tell your girlfriend's mom that you're a rapper. You'd rather say I'm an artist, and it's because you're shying away from the art form. That's not fair to us, man. Like when you look at the Billboard and you look at the top 40, what does top 40 mean? It's the top 40 most popular music. Rap is at the top of that right now. You know what I mean? So like you could joke all you want, but like, yeah, you're throwing a top 40 party. Yeah, I am. It's a hip hop party. Top 40 now.
I like that.
We're in control of this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're running the industry.
Yes.
For sure throwing a top 40 party.
Yes.
Pop music.
Yeah.
What is pop music? Popular music. It's not, there's no genre to pop music.
Right.
The numbers were so crazy for the Britney Spearses and the Taylor Swifts and the Ariana Grandes. That's what we associated the pop music being. Wow. It's just popular. It's just the most popular music right now. Rap music is pop music.
That makes sense. I didn't know that because I knew it stood for popular music, but even because it was so ingrained in my mind that popular music was, like you said, the Taylor Swifts, the Britneys,
but that's the numbers.
Yeah,
they're killing it. They're killing it. Taylor Swift can't be stopped.
Right.
She's the most popular. That's why it's pop music. Justin Bieber, he was a pop artist, right? Because he was, that's that Beyonce stuff. Like we could call Beyonce a pop artist.
Yeah.
Drake's a pop artist. Yeah. This is popular music.
That's fine. I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I never seen that. Excuse me. Quick, hold up, my bad. But so going along the lines, right? Do you think this is like a random question that comes to my head? Do you think the difference between a rap and hip hop? We got either people gonna log off right now.
Yeah. I think how do I put this? I don't think we can accept that there's subgenres in hip hop.
Expound on that a little bit, bro.
Hip hop is the culture, and rap is hip hop. Hip hop is rap. Rap is hip hop. Let's get that on the table right now. What I mean by the subgenre thing is like you go to rock. There's alternative. There's like 4 different types of rock and roll.
That's true.
Something about our hip hop culture isn't embracing the new styles of rap and new styles of hip hop as if it has to be just this one thing. You know what I mean? Like the rock and roll, they embrace all styles from metal, punk, alternative. It's all still rock. All of it, grunge, all of it. All of it is still rock and roll. We got to come together as a community and embrace all new sounds of hip hop, all new sounds of rap. Wow. And so to answer your question, hip hop is rap, rap is hip hop. I think us as a culture need to start understanding that there's different elements to this genre, because the Uzi isn't going to be the same as the Busta Rhymes. The Busta Rhymes isn't going to be the same as the Big L. Like there's so many different genres. Like there's this whole new melodic, like the auto-tune sound. Like we can't shit on each other, man. These are all different art forms that's under the hip hop.
Yeah. So it's dope, bro. It's dope as we talk about this because like you're extremely knowledgeable when it comes to like music in general.
Thank you.
Right. And I love how you're able to like really go into hip hop, rap, and answer it so ethically. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
And then we were just talking about EDM.
Yep.
Right. And then this crazy turned into a whole music interview, right? Might as well have L on here too.
Let's splash about it.
Like, it's turned into a whole music interview. But it's like we're talking about EDM, and I was at EDM. I was at an EDM like club, and it was like a bar, and I was just moshing. I felt like this release of like tension, bro. And it was beautiful. And it was different sexual preferences in there.
Yep.
There was different like people, but they all embrace each other. Like it was the funnest time ever, bro.
For sure.
And so like you going to house music and you know about EDM and stuff like that. Like tell us about that, how that's been with you, man. Like, and what opens your mind to all that, bro?
I think the EDM it's in my heart because my mentor The person who like introduced me to DJing and brought me in to nightlife, gave me my first nightlife job. He's in house DJ, produce house music, and so those were the first type of events that I was hosting. So like me being exposed to that early, I was able to kind of digest it a lot different than other people. I didn't see the EDM and associated the Molly immediately. I didn't associate the dark shit. Like I was seeing it from a production level first. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing him DJing it first. So it's like, again, I was able to digest that a little bit more. The Virgil said it well. I don't want to misquote him, but like when you go to hip hop and rap events and then you go to an EDM event, you're gonna notice the difference. And the consumer is gonna be different. You know, like 50% of the people that's going to the EDM shows and events, I'm gonna give them that they're in there for the music. They love the production. They love the producers of the songs that's going on. They understand the music on a different frequency. What we talk about, you can be yourself.
Yeah.
Now, the culture that I love, hip hop, rap, you can have the fucking coolest producer, the coolest DJ, rocking the house, but if there's no bitches, if there's no drink or liquor, it's weak. You're not focused on the same things. Like I always say, like hip hop and rap is a culture. It's a lifestyle. That's how we kick it. It's not just about the music with our world.
Right.
Versus the EDM shit, like the forefront is the sounds.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you'll hear people in there talking about the simps. Man, do you hear the 4/4 on this? Like you're not hearing that at no hip hop show. Like,
no,
nigga, what's up with the ladies, bro? When's the next bottle coming out? Nigga, it's a vibe in here, right? Not because of the music, because of you, bro. I'm vibing with you. You know, the music's a compliment versus like with the EDM shit, it's the forefront. That's what people are in there for. Like they're in there for that feel, that sound. And so I think to answer your question, those are the two differences. You know what I mean? Like hip hop is more of like a lifestyle, it's a culture. When it comes to like the EDM stuff, it's like these people are kind of in there for the music. You don't have, I know people that go to shows, house shows, and don't talk to nobody. They're there for them. They're there to dance and they're there for the music. That's it.
I've never seen it like, you know what I mean? I've never really seen it like that, bro. You know, I've never been closed off to doing like to go. I always wanted to try different stuff. You know what I mean? It's just I didn't have outlets and people to take me. Or you know what's now I think about it, it might have been sometimes that I had people that probably were doing that, but didn't feel comfortable telling me either.
You know what I mean? You're a leader. You might
what? You know?
But now it's like I'm looking at you a little different because you didn't just tell me to come to this. Right. You know, you didn't expose me to this. Like that's we just gotta just try new things, man. You were talking about the kids going camping. It's the same thing with this music stuff. You have to try new things or your ass is gonna go crazy trying to create the same sound that you did 10 years ago. You don't live the same.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Bro,
you don't live the same. You got to create new things. You got to be exposed to new sounds and put yourself in new environments, man. Like to me, right now in the space that I'm in, like EDM connects to me. When I hear cool house music and stuff, like I don't register a festival. I register what this song might sound like at a fashion show.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Wow. Like start thinking about sounds being curated for different spaces, man. Like it ain't just all about the party. You know what I mean? Like these people are creating some of these sounds for 50 people to walk through at the Chanel show. But they never told you that though. But that's what it was for. You know what I mean? So you just got to really start putting yourself in different spaces, exposing yourself to different things, and the music will hit different. You know what I mean? It's almost like, you know, I don't want to encourage the extracurricular activities, but like, say if you did acid. If you did acid at your homie's garage, it's gonna hit different from when you do acid in Japan and all the lights are bright and pretty.
Because you
changed the scenery, bro. Like that those things are gonna complement it, you know, or you try some mushrooms. It's gonna be different from you being in the woods going on your journey versus being in a jacuzzi on the top of Vegas Palms. Like things hit different in different spaces.
Sensational. Sensational. Oh Lord.
You know what I mean? Like spaces is what's gonna like influence the sound, and sound is gonna influence the space. And so if things ain't hitting to you that way, man, dive into the internet a little bit more. Watch some fashion shows, watch live DJ sets, like see where these things are at so you can be able to like travel.
Yeah.
Mentally and digest these sounds and songs a little bit differently.
I like you said travel mentally, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And also place yourself in different. I remember when I was booked, I used to always sit back right in my mind. I had this thing just like I look forward to it at the end of every day, bro. I go back in my cell, my room, I put the covers over my head and I just sit there and close my eyes and I just dive into what it's going to look like out here. I'll be in places I've never been. I don't even know what they look like, but something about the mind is beautiful. They can create that.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Oh my
Real talk.
goodness.
Remember Big Sean said, it's amazing what you can see with your eyes closed, especially when you have a vision.
Come on. Come on.
And so it's like when I travel with your mind, like, that's beautiful, bro.
Man.
And that's beautiful. But it comes to that exposure.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yes.
It comes to that exposure. And I want to dive back a little bit. Back in those Campus Grove days.
Come on.
Like, that was that was a time, yeah. That was a time, bro. That was like, it's because I just came out there from Seattle.
Yep.
And I remember the first party I actually went to was in Glen Park.
Come on.
Right?
Come on.
It was the homegirl, Shayla and her friend that used to be around. And I remember I was out there. And I was like, dang, what is it to do? Because I didn't know nobody,
for sure.
Right? I was 10th grade. I hadn't went to school yet out there. So I'm like, where do I go? You feel me? I'm like, and I'm kind of like, until people know me, I'm like more introverted, bro.
For sure.
And I'm like, and I remember walking, I think I was at the mall. I randomly went to the mall. I said, I'm going to figure something out. And I remember seeing different, in fact, there was a group of boys. You might have been in that group. I don't remember. Hey, bro might have been in that group. I know it was Tez was there, Tyshawn and them was there.
I probably
there was a group of dudes, and I remember talking to him. And I think that was you guys.
We were crumping there.
And I think, it was a crump, bro. Yes. And this girl, there was Shayla in it, and I talked to Shayla, and I'm like, what's going on? We're throwing a party tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I remember going back to my mom's house. I'm like, man, I want to go to this party they're having out here. I don't know nobody. I'm going to be. And it was so freaking popping.
Come on.
And that's when I was like, everybody was like coming to Campus Grove, and it was a time, bro. And it was a time. And I remember you always had the mind, but you always had that fun.
Yep.
And it was like this dope balance, bro. Like good energy. We've never had bad interactions, bro. Ever. And so I remember you was saying how you was exposed to different things by going to school. Can you explain like a little bit about that?
Yeah. To let the people that's listening and viewers know, I grew up in Campus Grove.
Okay.
I grew up like Stonehaven and Campus Grove. They're two apartments that's right next to each other in Federal Way. Section 8, welcome. So, I mean, it wasn't like the best, but I mean, from the outside looking in, you probably like, oh, square ass shit in Federal Way. Anyway, it was turned up in there. It was a fucking good time. It was a lot of shit going on. My best friend's dad was the principal of Sahali. It was the middle school right across the street from this complex. So half of the kids in the complex went to that school, if not all of them. He's black, didn't want to see me kind of going down that path of where half of my friends were going. You know what I mean? He took a 7th grade kid and put him in a leadership class. I wasn't supposed to be in that class. He made it happen for me. And being in that class exposed me to being just around a bunch of different white people, and like, not just, I hate to just say like white people, man, like I didn't grow up with white people in the apartments, but like being exposed to different ways of being cool. That's what the game changer was for me. Because like we all want to be the coolest, and when you're in a certain environment and the street shit is what's the coolest, your ass is gonna end up doing street shit.
Come on.
So me being put into that leadership class, I knew there was other ways to be cool. That shit changed my life. I was able to kind of like explore different ways of creativity, explore different journeys of myself. You know what I mean? Like I always think about like Spirit Week. Spirit Week, man, it was gnarly. You know, you get those just one of those weeks to where you get to like not dress traditionally and do different things. Long story short, the people that I grew up around was not fucking with it. They weren't painting their face. They weren't, you know, dressing like a girl. Like there was no trying new shit. in that leadership class, that's what that was all about. You know what I mean? Embracing being different, embracing loving school, embracing, support, like all those things. If I didn't get that in 7th, 8th grade, I probably would have been with some of the homies doing dumb shit and getting in trouble, knowing that I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I didn't even want to fucking be doing that. Right. But I love these niggas, so I'm rocking. You know what I mean? I just told this little nigga the other day at the Boys and Girls Club, bro. Like, I hear him talking about all these street kids. I be on Deadshot. I be watching. I want to know what young niggas hot. I be at the club. I got to make sure I see his face. You know what I mean? Watch that little nigga.
Yeah, guys on him. He was on Deadshot.
Anyway, he just kept mentioning all these people that were on there, talking about how he got court in a couple weeks, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he might be with the shit, but you're at an after school program. You're 1 foot in, 1 foot out, buddy.
Come on.
You're gonna get your ass killed playing around.
Come on.
So you might as well focus on where you're at right now. You're at an after school program. These kids you're talking about ain't at no after school program. They're all in, nigga.
Come on.
So leave it alone, because you're gonna get hurt, or you're gonna be being 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You'll never get successful in the world that you kind of want to be in, and then you'll never get successful on the street shit.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's like, why not be all in? Like, I hate to just tell you like that, but like, either be a street nigga and do it the right way, get the hell out of this class because you're poisoning these other kids, or be full in with this shit. You can't be halfway in, halfway out. It'll never work. Whatever you do, you got to go hard at it. So if it's gonna be on the streets, then get the hell away from me. You know what I mean? Like, when you're all in, you're not even gonna want to be around me. You know what I mean? So if you're already around me and we're hanging out for an hour, you're listening to the game, I know for sure you don't want to do the street shit. I know it. I know it. Give it up.
No, real. Let me say, bro, that's like one of my unpopular perspectives to people, because I remember when I talk to these other people that got organizations or people that don't fully understand the street young cats, and I give them different levels. I'm like, hey, this little dude, there's still a lot of hope right there, because he's at school right now. This nigga been at school all day. He might have even came late, but he been at school all day.
He's at school.
He's still here.
He's trying.
You know what I mean? He's still trying, bro. And I'd be like, bro, the niggas I know that's hot off that, they are not in nobody's school. They somewhere in the trenches. They smoke. They
figuring it out.
They trying to go figure it out and put it down. You feel me? Oh God. And so one thing I told one of my young partners, this was when I was booked, right? I was telling him, because he's like, yeah, I'm doing this, but I'm doing that every day. Got something different. I said, my nigga, listen, bro. I'm not on that no more. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
100%.
I'm super civilian, chilling, rocking over here.
I'm green.
I'm green, bro.
Yep.
And I got love for the homies, and you feel me? If I see them, we're in a secure, safe neighborhood.
I brought you to my space.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, like I tell my youngies, well, if you don't want to do none of this, you got something against everything that I say to be possible, well, fuck, go thug it out, bro.
For sure.
Get out there, nigga. Put the bandana on, hop out there in the trenches, go knock it down, and do it all the way, bro. You feel me? I respect that more.
100%.
You feel me?
100%.
The lawn's drying. I wish the best for you. We see each other.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
But don't play with this shit, because you don't win like that. You feel me?
You're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck, man. I had a young nigga tell me, like, man, there's too much blood spill. I was telling you that in the car. I ain't going to speak on too much, but like, it's too much. I'm in it. I said, okay, cool. Well, whenever you have that transition, I'm here for you, brother.
Come on.
I respect it.
And I think that's what it is, fam. And like, when that's any of it, bro. That's like from the young dudes, the young niggas, the young homegirls, to the homies.
Yep.
Like to where it's like some of the homies I pop it with, man. They do their thing still. They still handle their business. Hey, bro, whenever you're ready. And in fact, bro, this is for us that are pillars. If something happens to you, when your kids here, like, I'm here for them.
Come on, 100%.
I got you.
100%. 100%. Yes.
But I'm not gonna partake in all that.
No way. I don't even want it around me, man. Like, I'm going on 2 years, no pistol.
Come on.
For what? I mean, if you go get your shit registered and do it the right way, more power to you. But like, I'm big on attracting energy.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like, if you carry a gun, now you're itching to use it. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? You carry a gun, now you're looking for another person with it, versus carrying a smile. Now you're looking for a nigga carrying a smile. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying be an idiot, and I can only do this because I'm 100% green. I'm out. I'm not living like that. Nigga, if I see people getting weird, I'm leaving.
Come on.
My heart drops. I don't even want to go see what happens. I don't want nothing to do with that shit. Nothing. Yeah. So once you start making that transition in those decisions, man, like just be done, man. Be green. I'm telling y'all, it works so much better.
Bro, you know, it's so crazy, bro. It makes you uncomfortable when I was at a place. I'm not gonna say too much about it because I don't know where it is. Yeah. That's the case. But I was at a place where there was a fight and dude got popped. Like dude got, and I was like, it fucked me up, bro.
It hurts
for a while, and I'm like, this is not cool for me. I don't even like, and it's my fault because the place that I went to, I said I was never going to go to again. Mm-hmm. And the one time I decided to go back, that happened.
That's the game gods for you.
Icky it felt. Exactly.
That's the game gods.
That's the game
You're
gods.
doing so good, bro.
Come on.
You're doing so good. This is how it happens. This is how it happens.
Just like that.
Wasn't no friend. Because you're there now.
Yep.
Friend.
Yep. Yep.
That's just that's them signs, man. Yeah. We got to stop brushing them signs to the side. We got to soak that in. Like you'll probably never go there again now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's
terrified.
I'm terrified, man. My hands are shaking. I don't like those feelings, man. Stop putting yourself in those spaces. Not you, but just people in general, man. Like if you are all in, be all in. If you are out, be out.
That's real shit, bro. That's what I like that you did too, bro. Is you went back. What you're doing now is you have I'm gonna let you say as much about it and the plan for it as you feel comfortable. But you came out with the Thunder Chief. I watched the video. I listened to the song. It was dope, bro.
Yep.
It was fire. My guy Highway Tone reshared it.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's how I actually had seen it.
Fire.
I seen the clip at first, and he reshared it, and then on Facebook.
Shout out to Highway Tone.
Yeah, big shout out to Highway Tone, bro. And I seen it pop up on the thing. And I'm like, oh, this must be somewhere in Fed. Let me peep game.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it was a vibe, bro.
Thank you. Vibe. Thank you.
What was the inspiration for Thunder Chief? What is it about? And like, what are all the different plans that you feel comfortable sharing?
The inspiration behind Thunder Chief was really just reflecting, bro. I remember being at Mac's studio, just vibing, smoking. Nigga played the beat, and I'm just like, what the man? I just want to talk about home. There was actually somebody else on that verse. Had to take him off. I wanted to talk more about home more. You know what I mean? Like, I apologize.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't resonating. Like this needed to be about Federal Way specifically, and not even on no like, let's keep screaming Federal Way. No, let's scream some of these memories. Right. Let's scream some of these places. You know what I mean? Because it's like we connect with like a bunch of things in LA because it's been talked about. You know what I mean? We don't know LA because everybody just keeps saying LA. No, like we seen the donut hole. Like we feel connected to that. So it's like, how do I put my city in a cool space like that?
Right.
You know, and it's a little scary, you know, you being vulnerable about Federal Way. Like niggas would be like, oh man, that lame ass shit. But like it impacts and connects to so many people because so many people have been through Federal Way, have made Federal Way their home, and they could relate and resonate.
Real quick, can I comment on that real quick?
Yeah.
You keep going, bro. It's so crazy what I never really knew, right? Because when you come out to Federal Way, you don't really know until you know people. You know what's going on, so you know the parties, you know the back end. You know, when I first came out there, because I was like recruiting for Cherry and everything.
Yep.
And then I ended up bumping heads with other cats that was different. I'm like, where are you guys? And I'm like, oh, but what I found out later, Highway Tone was like one of my first close friends from Fed.
Yep.
You know, and it's so crazy because I found out. And some of the homies, I'm not going to name all you guys, but some of the homies really from Federal Way.
Yep.
And these cats, the homies that are really with the business, like 100%, all the way, bro.
100%.
And I'm like, wait a minute, bro. Some of the known names, you guys are really from Fed.
Yes. Went to school.
Went to school. You know, you come.
You grew up out there.
You went to school. You grew up out there. You got partners. You got family. You know what I mean? And I'm like, hold on, wait, bro, because I call Federal Way my second home.
For sure.
You feel me? On my mama.
Sure.
And I'm like, bro, be cool, because if you're you anyway, if you're tough anyway, you're hard anyway. It don't matter where you are.
Period.
You feel me? It don't matter anyway. My bad.
No.
A lot of them. Yeah,
I'm gonna piggyback off that, bro. And it's like, I don't want to say I was the first person repping Federal Way, but I feel like I proudly embraced it.
Yeah,
more than a lot of people. You know, when it came to our street politics in Federal Way, a lot of people avoided saying Federal Way by being from the highway.
True.
You know what I mean? Or they from Duce, they wanted to claim everything but Federal Way because there was nothing to embrace at the time.
Ooh.
There was nothing to embrace. So it's like, why do I want to scream Federal Way? And so I always sat back and like looked at that and peeped how people moved. Like I know in the back of my mind who was screaming Federal Way back in the day. And it wasn't as many people now.
Yeah.
And I don't mind that.
Yeah.
It's just like, for the younger generation, man, embrace this shit. I always tell people, if you need a GPS, you are not from there. I don't need a GPS from nowhere in Federal Way. I'm riding through that motherfucking back roads.
I do be navigating the fuck out of it.
That's my city. That's home. You know what I mean? Like some of the there's like you were saying, man, there's a lot of hitters that grew up in Federal Way. You know what I mean? Or are from Federal Way, and people would never know, man. They got their baby mom in Federal Way. Like, this dude spent a lot of time in that place. You know what I mean? Got a lot of the pretty ladies in Federal. Like, a lot of people have been shaped up and learned about themselves in Federal Way. And it's just something that has to be embraced a lot more. That's all, man. It's like, I moved to San Francisco in 2012 for 2 years, came back. I swear to God, I didn't want to embrace anything else. So when I was out there, then people embraced where they were from. It could be Fillmore, it could be Sunnydale. Like it just didn't matter. Where they grew up is where they represented. And so I wanted to make sure that was a huge thing for me coming back to Federal Way. That's why Thunder Chief is super huge for me. Like that is, I don't want to say an anthem, but if the people turn it into an anthem, then they turn it into an anthem. Let's do it. But like that's a piece that's from my heart. Little do people know I recorded that song 2 years ago.
What?
Yeah. I've been sitting on that song for hella long.
What?
Yeah, bro. I needed to grow more as an artist. I needed to grow more with my look. Right. You know what I mean? And build the platform a little bit more before I put that into the space, because I needed this impact. Yeah. I wouldn't have had this same impact 2 years ago. Yeah. You know, but if you got the hit, you got a hit.
Come on.
I'm gonna dive more into Thunder Chief through a documentary series that I'm gonna end up doing with
come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I was able to get a partnership deal with this up and coming weed brand. I ain't gonna say too much on their name just because I don't want you guys to come undercut me. So I'm gonna get it out. I'm gonna get it done first, and then you'll see the embrace.
Yes.
But yeah, so they approved it. I sent these guys a pitch deck, a treatment, and they love the song, they love the video. They're down to kind of put some money into the documentary and put some money into making sure that it gets produced at the right level.
Come on.
And yeah, to be a follow-up to the song.
Come on, man. You guys hearing it here first, bro. That's lit.
Yeah.
That's super lit.
Super excited to be able to just dig deeper. Cause like, you can only say so much in a rap song. I can't rhyme with everything. So there's a lot more things that I want to be able to talk about. And through that documentary series, everyone will be able to hear that.
Bro, like no weird stuff. Like, you're super deep intellectual, fam. Like I'm literally sitting here like in awe right now, bro. I'm like, on everything, bro.
I've messaged you so many times on the same shit, bro. Like, bro, you're killing it, bro. You got me fired up, bro. So like, hearing you share that is gonna keep me going, man. You motivate me. I want to say that on air. Like, I've DM'd a few times, like, bro, you're killing it.
Thank you.
Please keep motivating people. You need to start a podcast.
Yep.
Did it?
Yep. You did. Hey, on everything, he did say that. On God, he did. On God, he said that. On God, he did said that, bro. On everything, bro.
You know, and it's like the mutual motivation needs to continue to happen. And man, I want to share space with you. I want to be able to piggyback off your success. You hear me saying that? I want to be able to piggyback off of your success. You have the outlet that's reaching these people, reaching these kids. I don't have that outlet, but I have information to share, and I want to be able to share that through you. And again, piggyback off of your success, reaching these kids.
And we're definitely going to do it. We didn't chop it up.
For
like,
sure.
There's some stuff coming soon, bro.
It's
like real soon. Like they don't even know. It's coming, bro. Like,
for sure.
We're two people that not only execute highly, you know what I mean, but we execute effectively.
For sure.
You know, and
for
so
sure.
Like, when you have two individuals in a building like that and can draw a vision and have strategies and can put strategies together, or have a team that can put strategies together. Come on. It's over.
Execution is everything.
Okay, all right. Before we go, like, what what are some things that people can expect out of you, bro?
Yeah. It's tough to say. I just know for sure I'm gonna show consistency in these next couple years. Um, I might end up moving. I want to move to LA. I want to. I want to. I want to go put myself into the world of entertainment to be able to gain those resources.
Or have somebody to visit when I'm out there
and bring them and bring them back to the city.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like being in the music industry and being in the business. When you look at Seattle, when you look at Washington as a whole, there's not one record label that you can go walk inside of.
Come on.
That's a problem. I'm not saying that I'm going to be the guy that starts a record label, but because there's no record label, there's no money that's flowing through the city. And if there's no money flowing through the city, there's no jobs. There's no talent scouts at the shows. There's no A&Rs. There's no, there's no reason to really be doing no shows. I hate to say it like that, but there's no true reason to be doing those shows if you're not selling these venues out. If it can't just be all about the money. You know what I mean? How many shows can you do? How many times can you have your best friends come out to your shows and it be impactful? It's got to be more than just a coin. We got to be doing this shit for more than that. And so I think placing myself inside of the entertainment capital, I'll be able to kind of develop some resources that I can bring back here and kind of cultivate maybe what the next 8 to 10 years look like. Because I'm not gonna benefit off of this. It's gonna be the kids that's like 10 right now. Because it's gonna take time to be able to build these things. We need radio stations. We need just more outlets. We need bigger blogging pages. Like we need more infrastructure in Seattle. And so to answer the question, in the next 2 years, I definitely plan on moving to be able to kind of develop those and just creating, man. Like I spoke before we started, I'm a full-time creative. So one day I might be wanting to rap. The next day I might be trying to work on a short film movie.
Come on.
I was talking to people, you know what I mean? Like and it's not even they're on some broke shit. Is that they don't have the resources to be able to genuinely just pass off to you. They're still in the phase of rubbing shoulders to try to make that happen. Yeah, they're doing it. They can't pull you up right at that moment. Go seek out other resources and give these people patience to water these plants that they're trying to grow.
All right, hold on. Listen, where can they find you? Like people find you to tap back in more, man.
Yohiness J on all social platforms, Twitter, Instagram is gonna be Yohiness J. My real name is Yohiness, so on Facebook it'll be Yohiness Jennings. My email is yohinessjennings@gmail. Got a business email at yohiness@qnightclub.com. Yeah, just please tap in, hit me. If you're not weird, I'll give you my number because sometime on the social media I don't be hitting back. I always respond to email. So email, let's spark a conversation. If we're cool, I'll give you my number and let's log in.
Hey, man, listen, bro. This has been another episode of Second Chance Success Podcast. Go tap in. There's a lot of gems dropped today. I'm going to tag bro in there, so you need some more. We're going to make it happen. Much love. I appreciate it.
Love you. Thank you.
Come on.
Woo! Yeah, that was fire.
Yeah, that was lit.
That was fire.
Hold on, let's see, make sure. Let's see if I get text from the event.
Seen the 5 series and they know it's me. Take you through my city, come and roll with me. Pretty face with me, told her roll this weed. I was bus riding, grinding, trying to find my purpose. Told my daddy you ain't raised me to be worthless. Campus Grove, he used to walk through that big shirtless. Backyard barbecues up on the porches. Gen X, they used to sell them fake forces. And fake chains, holding niggas used to torch us. Put some racks on my neck, now it's gorgeous. Now them niggas talking shit unimportant. I was a rapid ride passenger. Now it's leather seats, foreigns when I'm passing you. You used to doubt on me, I ain't mad at you. I was putting in work, building stamina. Hit the gun for inspiration on a nice day. Stare at the water, count some money, keep my mind straight. I remember stealing bikes, picking fights just to pass some time. When it come to Federation, I was front line. Niggas asked you where you from, and you started lying. Niggas sought you at the party, and you started crying. Call LeBron, he let you know I had them things flying. It felt different when the people around me